Well, hi, my name is Vanessa,
I'm Andrew.
and we are Senior Presidential Directors with LifeWave, which really just means we get to help a whole lot of people wake up their bodies with this amazing wearable light therapy technology. We've been patching for about 20 months ourselves with thousands of people on our team doing the same
Absolutely.
all over the world. And we are so excited that you are here to learn. And by the end of it, you will have a list of 20 plus people who you already can think about that
Easily.
need what we are talking about.
Everybody needs this. And when they actually understand what it is and how powerful and amazing and extremely affordable it is, you won't be able to help yourself but want to say yes, because this is just incredible and it's changing people's lives all across the world. The success stories are unbelievable. We wake up almost every day, if not every day, with testimonies of people just thanking, the person that introduced them to this, and telling us about their success story. It has just been such an incredible 20 months for us.
So, our story started. Andrew's going to share it just as I turn to the screen with a phone call from his best mate as we moved back to Australia after 8 years overseas, really rebuilding our life. And he literally said, "Have you been patched? Have you heard of the X39?"
Yeah, so I had no idea what he was talking about. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, there's this little patch, and this is it right here, that it's like a 20-cent piece, size of a 20-cent piece in Australia and New Zealand. He said, hey, it's this little sticker that you put on the back of your neck or under your belly button or anywhere that you have pain. And he goes, it could do all these amazing things because it gets your stem cells going again. He says, I have increased energy. He's 7 years older than me. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. I was the guy that was always tired. So I'm like, I need that. And then he goes, my hair's growing back. I'm like, come on. He goes, no, true. And the color of my hair is coming back as well. Well, I saw him like 2 months later and it was true, but I didn't even need that. He goes, would you just jump on a presentation, hear what they've got to say? He said to us, you guys are entrepreneurs. You love multiple streams of income. You love helping people and you love the wellness industry, and it all comes together. And so he goes, I think you'll be really amazed. Well, we jumped on a presentation and by the end, we were all in. And that's one of the best decisions we've ever made.
And this is exactly what was presented to us by the amazing Tessa out of Mudgee in New South
That's
Wales.
right.
And we are so excited to do the same for you. So the question is, everywhere's asking, have you been patched? We say it everywhere we go. Because the
Exactly.
problem is we have stem cells that are in decline, and as we age they decline. Stem cells are the body's raw materials for every single thing going on to help your body heal itself, but they're dying off as you age. And at 30 you've lost half of them. At 60 you've lost nearly all your own stem cell activity, which means you're aging faster and you're healing slower. So this is the X39 is the solution. It's called the X39 stem cell activation patch, and it's changing lives all over the world.
That's right. So how it works is it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. So if you're in the military and you're out at night with those night goggles and you see a human, you'll see the heat signature of that human. We're light beings. We're heat and light. And so what this little sticker is, it's nanocrystal technology. So it's all organic amino acids,
Yeah, that
sugars,
doesn't
and
mean
salt.
anything bad.
Nothing, no metals or anything like that. That's what I love about this. And it's a frequency that is using your own heat and light, reflecting it back, that gets your copper peptides going, that stimulates and activates your stem cells. That's what this, and it's your stem cells, nobody else's stem cells. So it reflects light to activate. And here's to me, the kicker is non-transdermal, which means nothing is going past the skin barrier. No drugs, chemicals, or stimulants like all the other things we've been popping for many years and not knowing what the side effects are. And it's non-invasive, so there's no risks to this. This is what's amazing. What I love about it, it's simple. Who knows that simple wins every time? And so as a bloke, as a man, I love simple things. My wife over the years has, given me concoctions and potions and lotions, and like, this is just one thing. I just take the sticker off. In the morning, I put it at the back of my neck or under my belly button. It's waterproof. I live right near the ocean, so I can go swimming straight afterwards. Lasts 12 hours. So it's getting your stem cells going again. Those 12 hours on and then 12 hours off. So you throw it away before you go to bed. Let your body rejuvenate and to rest. And then in the morning, put one back on again. same thing. But you must drink lots of water because all those old toxins and things and chemicals and metals and so on need to be flushed out. So have good water with great electrolytes or good like a Celtic sea salt. And then the benefits of X39. We all love benefits. Here's just some. There are so many benefits we don't have time for, but here's a quick snapshot. Increased strength. And you're about to hear a great testimony around that in a moment. Actually, you're probably going to hear about all of these because he's had such amazing results. Mental clarity for me, I had brain fog and I had, my ADHD. I couldn't focus, and all of that gone in 6 weeks for me. Reduced inflammation, restored muscle and skeletal condition. One of my daughters has had incredible benefits from that. Increased stamina, improvement of sleep. I had a sleep apnea machine for 18 months before I started patching with this little patch. Within 3 months of patching, one night I went, I don't think I need this anymore. Took the Darth Vader mask off. That was good for Vanessa. And I slept all the way through. I woke up with energy the next day. As I said before, I was always the tired guy needing nana naps. I haven't had that in 20 months now, and I've never looked back from my sleep apnea machine. Increased stamina, energy and vitality, which is so important, and improved skin appearance, which we're hearing time and time again. Such great success stories.
And there's so many long-term results the day you get that patch on and all the way through. Now it's been 20 months for us, 3-4 years for other Aussies here, and a few more years all around the world. 4,000 of your genes will reset the day that you order these patches and they get to your house, or someone gets their month's supply over to you. And within 6 weeks, your brain is becoming balanced. At 3 months, collagen is increasing everywhere around your body. And that obviously is amazing for your skin, but internally it's wonderful. At 6 months, your heart is reversing in age by approximately 8 years when you do the heart health studies. The inventor himself says this is not age reverse, this is not anti-aging, this is age reversing your cells. This is a game changer when it comes to regenerative technology. On this topography map is a scan, a brain scan of a woman, 77. All that red is inflammation. At session 3, 6 weeks later, there is no more red, no more brain inflammation. Well, we know this isn't just in those that are 70 plus. This is in young ones. This is in newborns. This is in all of us with stresses and toxins.
So true.
This is inflammation all the way through our brain. It plays out in diseases like autism and diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and challenges that when we can reduce inflammation in our brains, amazing things will begin to happen in our bodies.
And it's a patented technology. I love that for 2 reasons. One, because it gives you the security of knowing where it comes from. You know exactly these are made in a warehouse in Ireland that is shipped all across the world to warehouses like in Australia that comes then straight to you. So that whole process is protected. You get this from somewhere else other than your brand partner, you're not sure where this has come from. Is it got toxic material in it? All the other potential biohazards. So it has that security with it. And also, nobody else has this. I mean, within this patent, it literally says a result of elevating copper peptide, including the activation of stem cells. So it's right there. Improvements in energy, elevation of oxidants. So what that also means is that nobody else can walk around with a patch with this technology. We're the only ones. So for those of you who love to have more than one income, we're coaches. We encourage people to always have a minimum of 3 income streams to build towards that. So you've always got options, and the best would be 7 over time, so that you're never controlled or dictated to, again, that you have control over your future. And so this is an incredible portfolio to have, incredible business to have in your portfolio as you help people, but also build money when the lights, money comes into your bank account when the lights are off. You're building that residual income. And we love the CEO and inventor of X39. It's not like 2 different people and they came together, had a great idea, and within 6 months, slapped it together and threw it out to the market and see how it went. And many of us have seen that, heard that, and maybe even been part of that, unfortunately, in the past. We haven't, but we've heard some horror stories. This guy, David Schmidt, he's a serious inventor and scientist. He is really like very, very well known. He has over 200 patents. I mean, just to get one is a massive deal. And so he has over 200 of those. He specializes in age reversing. Come on, he put a 5 in the chat if you wouldn't mind a little bit of age reversing. And in 2008, he started the stem cell research. Took 10 years before he brought it to market and $4.5 million. So that's where that security and trust comes from, because he didn't just throw it together and get it on the market. He took his time to bring the best. And that's why we're seeing massive results.
If you ever want a deep dive, you're going to look at this particular peptide. It is called the Fountain of Youth peptide. It is the peptide responsible for age reversing and longevity in our body. So huge in the biohacking space, but for everyone. We want to not just live long, we want to live well as well. So here's the summary of what the opportunity looks like. It's unique. There's no other product like it. It improves cellular health. It is safe, it's extremely affordable, and it's patented. So this just ticks every box, because we're approached all the time just to brand partner with a whole lot of different things. But we were looking for that one thing, simple hero product that we could get out to the world simply and scale it and sustain that alongside all the other passions we have in our life.
And we want to be able to live where we want, when we want, how we want. We want to be able to travel and all of those things. And so this is a freedom business, a sovereign business. And people are starting to wake up to the potential of the direct selling industry. We're number one with that as well, this company, and we're the number one team in that. And so this has an unbelievable opportunity for those who really want to start taking control of their life back again and having more options.
So basically, we're going to say, before we even hear a testimony, it works, because millions of people are buying it. However, so many still haven't heard of it. So storytelling becomes really important. But the testimonies are going to be unique to every single person's body. You need to give it time. It's not an overnight quick fix. This is like 1 month per decade of your life, at least, till all your stem cells would start to wake up again.
Though I would say some people get like within half an hour, they get results. So we've had people that all pain's gone after putting it on after half an hour, and other people sometimes taking 3 to 4 months before they get their first big result. But then it's like boom, 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 next result, next result, next result. So we say, you know, do the long term, but it may do great things in the short term as well.
So go deep dive yourself. This is info.com, and then make sure you go to /testimonies, because you'll get to see all these videos, dive into them, get honestly so inspired. Think of all the people you want to help with this, and then just start to share this site out with everyone. These are the kind of stories we get every day. This is the kind of before and afters, from nerve damage, scoliosis, wound healing, all the things, hair regrowth. Amazing,
unbelievable,
literal, like, life changes. We've got people talking, we've got doctors on board, we've got so many people partnering with this technology. But we do want to hear a human real life story, and it's happening all over the world, but right here.
Actually, before you ask him to come, if you have had a result with X39, there's a whole bunch of you on here. Why don't you just put in the chat some of the results that you've been getting from the X39, from this patch for your life, as we ask our good friend Aaron to come and share around his story.
Thank you for having me back, Andrew and Vanessa. It's awesome to be here to share my story. I will start by all the benefits that you saw at the start with the X39. I experienced every single one of them. I experienced every single one of them within a 14-day period, obviously at various levels, but there was definitely something going on. Now, I've been patching for about 5 months, so I'm going to fast forward, but I'll also tell you a little bit of a story. When I was 17, and I actually haven't told you guys this, when I was 17, I had reconstructed surgery on my shoulder, on my right shoulder. So literally for my entire life, I've had to deal with that in one form or another. That got me into bodybuilding, it got me into training. And not only with the training side of it, that has helped me become more confident. It's also helped me become and step into the role as a personal trainer. So I've been in the fitness game for 30 years. So and I'm going to fast forward, I'm not going to tell you a whole story, but 5 months later with the patching, and I'm 55 years old also, by the way. The specialists and the so-called experts will tell you that when you get to a certain age, your longevity, your way of life will slow down. I will categorically tell you that that is a lie. So at 55 years old, I am training every single day. My recovery is the best that it's ever been. My sleep is the best that it's ever been. I am getting stronger as I get older, which means for me, there's no testosterone. There's no need for testosterone replacement therapy. And not only when you look at me being able to train, because that health for me is a very high value. So for me to be able to train every single day, not only does it help me on an emotional level, my mentality is better. So I'm more positive every single day. So this is not just hey, it's going to help you on a physical level. It literally will help you on a holistical front, which I am absolutely reaping the benefits. And I've only been doing this for 6 months.
Wow. Can we give him a cheers in the chat for that? What a great testimony, a great success story. And I loved all of that. And I think you're just going to get stronger and healthier and younger looking as you go along. Come on, somebody.
Yeah, and thanks for advocating the way you do for men and their health and their leadership. And yeah, we need more people like you.
Exactly. And I love that you help men in the mental health as well, because we all have mental health. And this to me is one of even as a coach, that I get as many men on as I can for that reason also, because it's just a game changer. So thanks you.
Thanks, Aaron. That's awesome. Well, the stories can go on and on. Look at all the chat stories if you can. And those of you watching the recording later, it is so inspiring to see. And we hear them every day. We wake up every day to so many good news stories. And so we want to get it on you so you can get your story. But while you're waiting for your story, don't not think about everyone else, because your story will be really unique and different to other people. But because of the results, it's the fastest growing company in the direct selling space in the world. So we're going to just talk about that opportunity, because that's what's changing our life as much as the product itself.
Exactly. And it's one of the fastest growing, if not the fastest growing business model in the world now, is the direct selling space, because you're knocking out the middleman, and it's the people to people with a face-to-face business. It's the people's business. And that's what I love about this. This company gives 60 cents in every dollar to its brand partners. When we meet people and they meet people and they meet people and they share this and they share this and they share, we all benefit. It's not we're benefiting off like someone's losing and someone's winning. We all win. That's what I love about this, and especially the business model of LifeWave. And it's a 20-year-old company. So you get the elephant out of the room. Sometimes people have said, oh, that's just a scam. I'm like, 20 years? That's a pretty good scam. Exactly. I haven't heard a 20-year scam before. These guys have massive credibility, friend. And they're in over now 85, 100 countries. So no, you can't do that if there's something wrong in the back end. If you ever run a business before, usually it's people who've never run a business that make statements like that. If you run a business, you get that. It's not a Me Too product like, you have your weight loss or skincare or supplements and we have ours. No one else has this. Remember, it's a patented technology. Yeah. And this went from, in 2021, a 20 million revenue company. Get this, in 1 year, because of this little bad boy, this X39 being launched, this right here, it went to 320 million in 1 year. Imagine 300 million being dropped into your account in 1 year. Then it went to 430 million and then 600 million. It's going to be $1 billion company this year. So again, this thing is just taking off and no one knows about it yet. That's why from the business opportunity, this is like ground floor opportunity, because no one knows about it yet. But I will tell you, in the next 6 to 12 months, maybe 18 months, you'll be able to hold me to this. You'll start seeing people everywhere you go wearing that little patch on the back of their neck or on their wrist or somewhere else. This is going to start getting out there. So that's why we love this product. We love this business. We love this industry, because it creates more millionaires than any other industry in the fastest time period. And it gives people freedom. Yeah. You're not working for someone else. You're making the choices for you. And that's why I'm all in for all those reasons.
So when you see this screen and you see family, time freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt, put in the chat which one feels most highest priority to you right now, because this will become your driving why. And you, friend, need to understand there is no coincidence that tonight or over the course of this video, you've seen this opportunity. And when you connect this opportunity to these dreams and something awakens within you, everything starts to shift, because this is an opportunity that you do not want to let you pass by, because this opportunity could be the tool and the key to unlock what is most important to you right now. It's done that for us, for Andrew and I, where we also, and we get to share health stories. We're going to share a 90-second wealth story. We were starting our life from scratch again 2 years ago, moving back to Australia. My father was given months to live. We were over in the US and we needed to come back as a family of 6. We were starting again from ground zero in our life financially.
Absolutely. We left 48 years of all of our wealth and everything else of what we did in COVID with what happened in Canada, and we started from scratch here.
And this opportunity was a phone call from a friend. And when you're curious and you're open and you're hungry and sometimes desperate, then you are so willing to go, this just could be it. This presentation was done for us. We did not ignore it. We dived all in straight away.
That's right.
And 18 months later, we are living a life of time freedom, of financial freedom. We are overseas for 8 weeks visiting our daughter who did move back to Canada. And all we longed for was to have time freedom.
Exactly.
This is one of our businesses, but this is the one that excites us the most. It's the one that's changing the most lives. And this is all about impact and income.
And we want that opportunity. We want to travel. We love to travel. And we want to have that opportunity, like I was saying to my friend Chris, who's on the chat. We want to travel with our friends. We want to do life with our friends. And I want to be in a position, and he wants to be in a position where he or I could look at each other and with some of our mates and go, hey, let's go to Bordeaux tomorrow for a week, because we can, because we don't have to think about all the bricks and mortar businesses that we have and the people we've got to look after and all of the other things that can tie us, down, except for our kids, but we'll always make sure they're looked after because we love it. We bring them with us, is to be able to have that opportunity. That's a dream for 99% of people. Well, we want to start breaking those percentages so that people have more options.
So we're about to show you the ways you purchase this product. But when you purchase the product, it comes with the license to share. Basically, you get it at wholesale, you get product, and all of a sudden you also have product to share. So let's look at the 3 different package options that you can go for to dive right in and get patching yourself.
So we love this. We've made it simple. Again, we love simple. So there's core, there's advanced, and there's premium. So Vanessa, why don't you talk about the core and the advanced?
Yeah, so core is 3 sleeves of this product. So you are getting 3 sleeves. Usually what people do with the core, they come in at $295 US. It's around about 500 Australian right now. They take the 3 product, the 3 of them like this, and they say, I'm going to use one for me for 30 days. I'm going to use one on someone I love, even if they don't know it yet, for 30 days. And then they're going to take one and start to share it out with people, because they're going to simply go, did you know what I've got my hands on? Here's just a sample. It's easy to wear. We're not making promises. Here's the video on it. And then people are going to order from them. That's what people usually do with a core.
Absolutely. Or if it's just about their health and they just, that's their only dream, is just to go, because it's a minimum 1 month for every decade of life, to be able to see those stem cells reactivated completely. And it's 90 days minimum to at least get one result. Now we see people get many results within those 90 days. But again, there's not a quick fix. It's not a McDonald's drive-through and you get your hamburger in 2 minutes and everything's good. We've spent enough, our body needs time, and this is what's going to help it. Then we have the advanced, which is actually 6 of these sleeves. Do I put that in your face as well?
Put it in my face.
I'm not going to do that. So there are 6 of these, and this is for a couple that are starting, that also want to begin to build the business and start sharing it with people. So they've got a month each, say for Vanessa and I. And can you actually go back to the picture if you can? Go back to the picture. So you've got the 1 month each, and then you've got two that you're sharing maybe with a family member or somebody else, and then you've got two that you're out there patching people as they start to get a result and see the opportunity, then they order and then they start doing the same, and you see the ripple effect for people that are starting out like that. And then there's those of us who see the massive opportunity with this, like what we did and many others on this call, and realize that we're going to run fast. We're going to get this to as many people. We're going to call up all our friends. We're going to get on social media and tell the world how amazing this is, even before we get results ourselves, because everybody is getting results. And the more people you start putting patches on, they'll start getting results around you. And there's people next to you, next door to you, family members, they need it as much as you do. So many of us went for the premium pack, which is at $1,750 US, which is $3,000 for 20 of these, which gets you started with you and your family. It's the best price. You save $600 over that 3 months. And it means you have plenty of product to be able to patch people, get this out there. If someone lives near you and they're like, oh, I want to order, but it might take a week for it to come, through the mail, then you could give them a month. And then when theirs comes in, they give that month back to you. So they start patching. So you have like a rolling stock. And this is where it's scaling fast and getting out there fast. And people are starting to see some incredible results in their health and the financial component to what they've been believing for and dreaming. So they're the three different packages. Remember, this is extremely affordable. Could everyone write in the chat, actually, extremely affordable? It's it's around $5, $6 a day, less than a coffee. I live on the Gold Coast. It's like $7 or $8 for a coffee. And I just heard it's going to be going up around Australia to $12 a coffee. So it is less than a coffee, way less than a beer or a wine, by the way. And so less than $5, $6 a day, getting the regenerative and the restorative, the preventative, potential of what this can do for you. It is an absolute, I believe, a dream come true.
And the way the company pays is that if you were to also come in as soon as you buy that 3-month supply, the 6-month supply, I do apologize for whacking your face.
That's all right.
Or the 20-month supply, what happens is you immediately have a link, you get to share with other people, they buy from you. You might just want to cover your own investment of products, so it's cost neutral for you. So 4 people buying from you, and you're going to start to cover your monthly supply of product. That's amazing. The whole heart of this inventor was, I just want to make sure no one says I can't afford it. And actually it is affordable, but it's what you value.
Exactly. It's from anyone who just wants to pay for their product so that as they share, theirs is paid for, right up until people that are earning unbelievable income. And it's changed our life. We've never made what we're making now. And that's changing our life, our children's life, our future legacy, our friends, where the things that we believe in, that we want to support, it just gives so much more options. And so we want to see that for everybody. That's what we're also great at as leaders in this particular community, is to help people achieve those things and have a lot of fun doing it, because our community is a fun community. They are great people from all walks of life that are cheering each other on in our health, and also when it comes to our freedom and sovereignty financially. So we would love for you to speak to your brand partner after this. Take a moment to look at what's best for you. They will work out your season and what's best in when it comes to that package. Get you started. And I hope maybe in a week or two, like what Aaron just did, that you could be on here sharing of a great testimony of what it's doing for you.
So circle back with your brand partner. Thanks for watching this presentation. Think about so many people. I hope this awakens the dreamer within you. Maybe you just need better health. That's going to see you dream again, friend. Maybe you need another just breathing space financially. Let this be an opportunity. Or maybe like us, you really see the value and the mission of getting this out to 1 billion homes. Join us on mission for that.
Have a great night, and we look forward to see you get patching.